Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonah. For today's video, we're going to do a comparison with Rarejob and Ingu. Before we start, let's have a disclaimer. The purpose of this video is to help tutor aspirants decide which company is the best fit for their needs and preferences. Both ESL companies provide good opportunities, but there are differences in rates, incentives, cancellation guidelines, etc. The information provided in this video is the latest, but may change at any time by the company. Please check their websites for the most up-to-date information. All right, let's start. Before we look at the differences, let's first describe what is Rarejob. According to Rarejob's website, Rarejob is the top online English school in Japan with the largest number of students. For more than a decade, they have provided over 10 million lessons and helped more than 10,000 Filipino tutors. They aim to provide the best learning experience for their students and the most ideal working environment for their tutors. Now, what is Ingu? Ingu offers private online English lessons by connecting you with tutors from all over the world. You can take classes anywhere, anytime, and from any device, such as a computer, smartphone, or tablet, as long as you are able to log into your account and have a stable internet connection. Ingu is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ingu has a dedicated team that creates lesson materials for all skill levels, and the materials cover a wide range of topics to allow you to choose lessons that match your interests rather than following a rigid syllabus. Okay, so both of them are online ESL companies. Let's first define what is ESL. ESL is simply defined or ano sabihin? Simply defined. Okay, cut na lang natin yan. So what is ESL? ESL means English as a Second Language. It is a program of instruction designed to support English language learners. ESL teachers instruct students in reading, writing, conversing with focus on cultivating conversational and job-related communication skills. Oftentimes, students enroll in such programs to use the language in work, school, or abroad. Okay, now let's start the actual comparison. So, ano nga ba ang students ng Ingu at Rarejob? With Ingu, the majority of the students are Japanese. However, there are also other students from South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Russia, Brazil, and Spain. Ingu teach all ages of student, from young children to adults. Whereas with Rarejob, the students enrolled in Rarejob are mostly Japanese or people residing in Japan. Their ages vary, but majority of them are working professionals. Now let's discuss about the learning materials. So both Ingu and Rarejob provide the lesson materials, and those contain easy to follow instructions for tutors. So what do I mean by that? For each lesson material, there will be instructions on how tutors will conduct the lesson. And if there are also questions like fill in the blanks, multiple choice, the answers are already provided. However, the students will not be able to see it, of course. The only difference is that Ingu's learning materials are interactive. So when you highlight a word, the student will see it, vice versa. If the student highlights a word or even clicks a picture, the tutor will see it. So this is a really interesting uh, and good point of Ingu, because having an interactive material is a good way also to catch the attention of the student, and it can help the tutor as well, because if there is a certain sentence, for example, that a student cannot understand, the student just needs to highlight that specific sentence, and the tutor will see it right away. So no need to guess. Okay, now let's do the scheduling comparison. So both Ingu and Rarejob have the booking system. Booking system means that the students can view the tutor's open slots and can select their preferred tutor based on the contents of the tutor profiles. Tagalog muna tayo, nauubos yung English ko. Ibig sabihin, ang tutor ay magpa-plot ng schedule niya. So, available schedules. So, for example, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. And then, the students will view yung mga available na tutors for a certain time slot. So, for example, ako ang student, gusto kong mag-book ng 9 a.m. kasi yun ang available na time ko. So, doon sa search tutor page, click nila yung time na gusto nila, and of course, the day and time. And then, lalabas yung search result ng mga available na tutors. And as far as I know, kung sino yung may pinakamataas na rating, yun ang pinakaunang lalabas sa search. Kaya mas mataas na rating, mas maganda. Okay? So, parehas sila ng Rarejob, booking system din, and students ang pipili ng tutor na kanilang ibubook. And the difference though is that Ingu, the slots of Ingu are available for 24 hours a day. Ibig sabihin, if a tutor wants to work or to teach at midnight, early morning, like 3 a.m., that's fine. So, this is really flexible. Ito na yata yung definition ng flexible. Kasi anytime, any day. However, sa Rarejob naman, the lesson hours are only from 5 a.m. to 11:55 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. So, 5 a.m. to 11:55 p.m. Bakit hindi 11:30? Kasi ang isang lesson ay 25 minutes lang. Parehas lang sa Ingu at Rarejob. Parehas din, tutors can choose their own schedule, pero between those hours only. And meron pa, if you are a new tutor, you can only open slots from 5 a.m. to 7:55 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 11:55 p.m. on weekdays. So, ibig sabihin, to simplify this, you cannot open your slots from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. during Mondays to Fridays. Pero, pwede yan on the weekend kasi yun ang kanilang parang peak talaga. Dahil nga, karamihan ng students ay working professionals, so ang day off din nila ay Saturday, Sunday. So, yun ang pinakamaraming student. So, if you are a new tutor, you can unlock the privilege of opening your slots from 8 a.m. to 4:55 p.m. on Mondays to Fridays after meeting certain criteria. And I think one of the requirements would be being in the company for 3 months. I think that's one of the requirements. Also, students can book classes until 5 minutes before the lesson starts. Ibig sabihin, kung kunwari ang inopen mong time slot ay 9 a.m., a student can book it up until 8:55 a.m. Pero pag 8:56 na, mag-close na yung iyong slot. Sa Ingu naman, students can only book classes until 15 minutes before the lesson starts. So 7 Kung 8 a.m. ang inopen mong slot, 7:45, tama ba yung math ko? 7:45 hanggang 7:45 a.m. lang pwedeng i-book ng student. After that, 7:46, maklo-close na automatically ang time slot. Next one, tutor support. So both Ingu and Rarejob has a very good, very responsive 24-hour support staff. They're easy to contact, easy to contact and helpful in answering queries. So very good ang tutor support ng Ingu at Rarejob. Pasensya na sa bulol-bulol. Medyo gabi na kasi. Inaantok na rin ako. Anyway, rating system. So both Ingu and Rarejob have have 5-star rating system. So 5 being the highest. Sa Ingu, average rating is based on the last 100 rated classes. So for example, if you already have 500 rated classes, yung pang 400 to 500 na pinakahuli mo lang na rated classes ang ika-count para sa computation ng average rating. However, hindi naman magiging walang kwenta yung ibang rated classes mo kasi i-display pa rin yun. So, nakalagay doon kung ilang students ba ang nag-rate sa'yo ng 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more thing na maganda sa rating system ng Ingu ay students can leave comments with their ratings. So pag natuwa talaga sa'yo ang student, pwede silang mag-leave ng comment along with their 5-star rating. And this is a good, advertising. Parang libreng advertisement mo na rin siya. Kasi di ba pag mag-order tayo online, tinitignan natin yung comments. So in a way, parang pag natuwa sa yung student at nag-leave sila ng magandang comment, makaka-attract yon ng ibang students. Pero, yun nga lang, pag hindi natuwa ang estudyante sa'yo, ilalagay din nila doon, di ba? Also, 3-star ratings and below, students are required to leave comments along with their ratings. So, hindi sila pwedeng magbigay ng 3 stars nang walang nilalagay na comment. Kasi ang 3-star ay mababa na. Mostly, ang ratings lang ng students sa Ingu ay 4 stars and 5 stars. Pag 3-star, parang carry lang, di ba? Parang 75 kumbaga sa rating system natin, grading system natin. Pero 3 is average and our performance should be above average. Char. Okay. Also, recently, tutors can have a reliability badge on their profile. Ang mga tutors na merong 0 cancellation to less than ba or 1% cancellation rate, magkakaroon sila ng reliability badge. So, it's also a good way para ma-identify ng students if a tutor has a good attendance. Kasi nga mababa ang kanilang cancellation rate. Punta naman tayo sa Rarejob. Tatagalog ko na, medyo nano-nosebleed na ako. So, 5-star rating system din. However, unlike Ingu na last 100 rated classes, sa Rarejob, it's monthly. So, meron kang rating per month. So, January, may rating ka. February, meron ulit. So, kapag mababa ang rating mo ng previous month, you don't need to worry kasi pwede kang bumawi sa current month, which is a good thing. Panibagong simula. However, sa Rarejob, hindi pwedeng mag-leave ng comments ang students. Pero, pwede silang, or hindi, talagang mamimili sila ng satisfaction and dissatisfaction points as the basis for their rating. So, mostly, sa dissatisfaction points, may pagpipilian doon. It could be the start of the lesson. So, kung late ang tutor, yun ang pipiliin nila, connection problem, feedback, paano magbigay ng feedback. So, mamimili sila doon kung ano ba ang reason, bakit ganun ang rating na binigay nila. Next, lesson notes. Sa Ingu, You only need to document the lesson notes on the lesson notes page. So sa actual class or the lesson room, kung tawagin, meron student profile. Sa student profile, nandoon yung tutor notes and lesson notes. Ang tutor notes ay notes na para lang sa tutor. So, yun ay magsisilbing guide para kung sakaling mag-book ulit sa iyo ang isang estudyante, alam mo na or meron kang way para i-identify kung paano ba ang gusto niya sa pag-conduct ng klase or kung gusto mong i-note kung beginner ba siya or hindi, kung magaling na ba siya sa pronunciation, pwede mong i-note doon. Ikaw lang ang makakakita. Sa lesson notes naman, yun ang mismong message mo sa student. So, dun mo rin ilalagay yung feedback mo dun sa lesson ninyo, mga points for improvement niya, and doon din, mag-include ka ng at least two words and two sentences na napag-aralan ninyo during the lesson. Ang medyo mahirap lang dito sa Ingu ay hindi mo ma-view ang previous lesson notes, whether lesson notes ng ibang tutor or lesson notes mo mismo. Hindi mo makikita. So kung gusto mong i-note yon, pwede mong ilagay sa tutor notes kasi ikaw lang naman makakakita nun. Dahil doon, parang on the spot. Parang on the spot palagi pag magtuturo ka. So, surprise! Pipiliin ng estudyante ko anong material na gusto niya, anong lesson number. Ang ma-view mo, pero, parang mali yung kanon. Pero ang ma-view mo ay ang the type of the material na ginamit ng student. So, kung ito ay daily news, free conversation, manonote doon. Pati yung date kung kailan niya tinake. Pero hindi malalagay kung anong mismong lesson number. So, medyo surprise pa din. There's a way though para ipaalam nila kung anong lesson ang gusto nila. Under remarks, dun sa student profile, pwede nilang i-include ang message nila sa tutor or kung anong lesson number ang gusto nilang aralin. Pero bihira ang gumagawa nun na students. Parang may mga masisipag lang talaga. Next one, Rarejob. So dito, medyo challenging ang Rarejob. Kasi aside from documenting your lesson notes or the feedback on the lesson notes page, before your lesson ends, you also need to send the feedback to the student via the chat box. So, before a lesson ends, merong part dun sa material mismo na dapat mag-send ang tutor ng feedback sa student. So, nandoon, meron silang format. So, one of the formats would be range, kung anong words na bagong natutunan, or yung paulit-ulit na nagamit ng student na dapat ay may iba siyang word na babanggitin. So, pwede mong ilagay doon. Accuracy, kung may kinorek kang sentences. Pronunciation, i-include mo na rin yung tamang pagbigkas. So, basta ganon, meron silang sariling format. Kailangan mong isend yon before the lesson ends, and you will also document it on the lesson notes page. Pero ang maganda dito sa Rarejob, you can view your own and other tutors' previous lesson notes. So, it can serve as a guide on what the next lesson material would be. So, makikita mo doon yung mismong lesson number, pati yung lesson notes. So, alam mo na kung ano ba ang points of improvement ng student. Also, makikita mo kung anong lesson na ba dapat ang susunod niyang aaralin. So, pwede mo nang i-review in advance. So, yun ang maganda sa Rarejob. Next would be the requirements. Kung gusto mo nang mag-apply bilang isang tutor, sa Ingu, ang requirements ay you must be at least 18 years old, proficient in English, headset and webcam because we provide video lesson, laptop or desktop, high-speed internet connection. Ang speed test requirement lang ay 1 Mbps na download and upload speed that is via Tokyo server. Ang tetestan mo ay speedtest.net. Next naman, sa Rarejob. So, sa Rarejob, halos ganun din. At least 18 years old for the qualifications. Basic computer literacy, kasi nga online ang ating pagtuturo. Has good English proficiency. Has patience and passion for teaching. Must currently be residing in the Philippines. Can provide Philippine tin. So, kahit na Filipino ka, kung nakatira ka ngayon sa Amerika or sa ibang bansa, unfortunately, hindi ka pwedeng mag-work at the moment sa Rarejob. I think dahil yun sa tax laws. Kasi required tayo, dededakan tayo ng 10% ng Rarejob unless we file for tax exemption. But mamaya na lang yun. So, ESL teaching experience is a plus, but it's not required. If you can conduct lessons during peak hours, 6 p.m. to 12 midnight, it's a plus, but it's not required. Sa requirements naman, you should have a laptop or desktop, headset with external microphone, stable internet connection. For the speed test requirements, mas mataas siya compared sa Ingu. Download speed and upload speed must be 3 Mbps. Ping test must be less than 100 ms. This is also via speedtest.net using a Tokyo server. Additional requirements, active Skype and email accounts. Ang interview ay via Skype. Built-in or external web camera, updated antivirus software, quiet teaching environment. Kung hindi quiet ang teaching environment nyo, you can use Crisp for the noise reduction. Now, let's proceed to the application process. Sa Ingu, mukha lang yang mahaba, pero actually mabilis ang process ng application sa Ingu. So first, you need to register. You will create an account. Maiksi lang yun. Basic personal information such as your name and nationality. You will also upload a picture of your photo ID. I think doon din nila chine-check kung nag-apply ka na ba previously. After that, you will receive an email for the English and internet connection test. So dito i-check nila ang browser and internet connection compatibility as well as yung audio and video. Kung malinaw ba yung video mo, kung maingay ba yung environment mo, kung malinaw ba yung tunog or yung boses mo kapag sumagot ka dun sa English test. So dito sa English test, hindi mo kailangan kabahan kasi hindi siya interview. It is an automated English test. You only need to answer 2 questions. Ang first question ay more of situational questions. The next one would be either definition of a word or idiomatic expression. You don't need to worry kasi you have 5 tries or what they call redo. So for example, hindi mo nagustuhan ang pagkakasagot mo sa isang question, you can click the redo button and papalitan nila yung question. So panibagong record ng sagot. However, you only have 5 redo. Okay. So kapag pumasa ka sa English test, they will send you the training materials. So doon babasahin mo na ang guidelines. So this is more of a self-study kind of training. Nandun din ang video, guidelines. Nandun na lahat. Yun nga lang, self-study talaga siya. After that, you will need to conduct or complete and pass a demo lesson. So, dito, mag-schedule ka ng sarili mong, mag-schedule ka ng demo lesson mo. And, huwag ka mag-alala kasi you are given like, I think a month na pwede mong i-book. So, you have all the time to prepare. Kapag ready ka na, mag-book ka na ng demo lesson. So, para sa demo lesson, it's going to be a 15-minute demo. So, an evaluator would act as a student and you will be the tutor. So, doon pagsasamahin na nila ang daily news at free conversation. Of course, the guidelines on how you should conduct those are already on the training material. So, self-study talaga. But I advise that you watch YouTube videos of the demo lesson. Meron mga videos na parang do it me. You will be the tutor, I will be the student, mga ganon. Tapos, kung paano din i-conduct, kung paano mag-conduct ng lesson with the daily news and so is with the free conversation. So, nung ako nag-a-apply talagang halos lahat yata ng mga videos sa YouTube ay pinanood ko. So, more of self-study lang talaga. And if you pass, you will already start teaching. So, ang bilis lang ng process. Registration, English test, English and internet connection test. You will study the training materials, have a demo lesson, and start teaching. Sobrang bilis lang. Wala nang interview. Now, let's check the application process of Rarejob. So, sa Rarejob, first, of course, you register. You will create your Rarejob account. After that, you will undergo a screening. Dito naman ay ganun din, English proficiency test, pero merong interview. So, yung interview, as I mentioned earlier, ay via Skype. Interview naman ay hindi siya gaanong mahaba at hindi rin naman sobrang hirap. Kasi during the time na nag-undergo ako ng Rarejob interview, parang walang 15 minutes. Tapos more of, syempre yung usual na interview, tell me something about yourself, paano mo nalaman ang tungkol sa Rarejob, anong hours ka magiging available, tapos meron ding situational questions. For example, anong gagawin mo kung nagkaroon ng commotion sa end ng student mo during the lesson? Paano kung sa end mo naman? Paano kapag gustong pag-usapan ng student ang isang sensitive na topic? Mga ganon, situational questions. And ang titignan nila dyan ay communication skills. So, kung paano ka ba mag-construct ng sentences na maiintindihan. Yung clear yung message, hindi kailangang highfalutin words. So, basta yung simple lang, maiintindihan. You have, hindi naman natin masasabing parang fluent talaga na magsalita. Basta yung maiintindihan siya, malinaw ang message na sinasabi mo, tama ang pag-pronounce mo ng words. Yan, yun ang pinaka-tinitignan nila. Next would be the onboarding. Sa onboarding naman ay magkakaroon ng training. So, doon sa training, ipapractice ninyo yung mismong ide-demo na material. So, yun ang maganda sa Ingu, ay sa Rarejob. Unlike sa Ingu na self-study, dito sa Rarejob, merong training mismo. So, ang alam ko nun ay by group. So, for example, 3 kayo or 5, ganon. Tapos, aaralin ninyo, syempre, merong coach doon na magtuturo kung paano ba i-conduct ang lesson, ano bang dapat gawin. Meron ding parang exercise na siya yung tutor, ikaw yung student. Tapos, magkabaliktad naman. So, training talaga siya. After that is the practice lesson. So, parehas lang din naman siya ng demo lesson. So, doon, yung evaluator mo, magkukunwari na student, tapos ikaw na mismo yung tutor. And I think that's only for 15 minutes lang din, if I remember it correctly.